Hello and welcome to this demonstration of a very, very exciting feature that we have just launched on Squad AI, and that is support for our very own MCP server. MCP stands for the Model Context Protocol. It has been made famous by Anthropic, one of the leading AI foundation model builders. MCP is becoming widely adopted. It's essentially the equivalent of OpenAI's API for adding intelligence to LLMs. It allows us to have a unified API for querying various tooling. We have added support for Squad, which allows you to essentially chat directly to your Squad strategy without having to leave the strategy canvas itself, which is really really awesome. That means if you're using a client such as the Claude desktop, you can effectively ask it, tell me about my workspace, and what it's going to do is it's going to query our APIs via the MCP controller and give you information on your strategy canvas. When you combine this with other MCP servers, such as Perplexity's Deep Research, you can start imagining a really, really powerful set of tooling where you can effectively better plan, better structure, and better iterate on your overall strategy canvas using Squad. Today, I'm going to give you a very quick tutorial on how to get started with the MCP server. Our developers have made it very, very easy to install and get running the MCP server for Squad. All you need to do is first, obviously, create a Squad account. Make sure you have head over to your workspace. You want to go over to your API keys page here. I've already created an API key, but if you did not have one of these already, you would give it a name. You would select the workspace. In this case, obviously, we have Squad AI. You would then come back to your MCP environment. Make sure you've downloaded the standalone executable file that we've provided in the guide down below. The executable file is the easiest way to get set up, because then all you need to do essentially is reference the path to wherever you store that executable file. If you're using Windows, it could be in your downloads file, or you're using a Mac, doesn't really matter. What's important is that you reference that. And then the API key you've captured previously from Squad, you're going to want to replace that and put that here. If you're not exactly sure where the heck this MCP client configuration is, assuming you've downloaded the MC Claude desktop application, all you need to do is go File, Settings, and then you hit Developer, and then you'll hit Edit Config. That'll take you to a file, and that's where you're going to then copy and paste in this information here. Once you've done all that, the best thing to do is jump on into your Claude desktop application. It's definitely worth restarting the application just to make sure that it's all installed correctly. And then you're going to ask it to tell you something about your workspace. Once you've done that, you'll see this response here. And then you can do really cool things. So, for example, if I go back to my workspace strategy here, I'm going to open up my chat application, and I'm going to dump in a whole bunch of App Store feedback on Spot AI that we've just recently captured from our users. And I'm going to tell it to import these insights into Squad. If we look here, we can see opportunities are then getting matched to goals that we have for Squad. And I haven't had to do a single thing in the UI. What's also out of this is you're now basically going from chat directly to your strategy, and then you essentially have this very powerful tool at your fingertips about building your strategy for the idea. Squad is also planning to launch embedded chat, so you won't even have to worry about setting up the MCP protocol yourself. It's all going to exist within chat in Squad, and then you're essentially going to be able to chat to your strategy. You're going to be able to chat directly building your product context, and you're going to be able to send that directly to tools like Linear, Jira, or Cursor, so your developers can solve that 80% problem where they don't have enough context on the product or the feature that you're building, which is really, really, really sick. That's what I'm going to show you for the short demo. It's going to be some upcoming videos on building product ideas using Squad. Otherwise, yeah, stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.